Alright, so we got some eBay crap. Alright, good, 2 bags. More packing. Panhead parts. That's really good packing. They must care about it more than I do. Panhead rocker, original. A little gritty. Well, you get these apart, you hold them, hit them right here where it doesn't matter. When you whack them, they fall apart. So that's what it looks like. Pretty eaten up right in there. Pretty gritty. You have no idea what these look like when you're buying crap like this on eBay. I was hoping the panhead, this would be decent. It's got more wear than I thought. I couldn't see this at all over here. That's where it's worn. It's heavy right here. It matches the block. It's all screwed up. So this is junk. It'd work, but it's junk. A lot of wear in it. Heavy wear. It's good for mocking up though, because it's got a good tip on the top. You can see what they're supposed to be. So when you get an aftermarket arm, you can grind it to match this tip. Use it for a tool. So even though junk parts are still junk, they're still usable for other things. So now this just needs to be all cleaned up. So you can see what we're working with here, and you really see what junk looks like. So to do that, we got to go over here to the blasting machine, which is over here. Stick it in here and give it a good blasting. It's a bead blaster. Stick that crap in there like that. So put it all in there. We'll give it a quick blast and see what it looks like. We'll be back. Alright, we're done. Makes a lot of noise back there, air compressor. It's trying to make heat in here though. It's up to 62 in here now. It was 58 when it came in. So. And that's against the wall. Out here in the middle where you walk around, it's warmer. Alright, so this thing's pretty bad, as you can see. Torn up real heavy. It's a pretty bad one. The upper one's got some pretty bad stuff going on there too. And obviously the arm is really heavily worn. Very, very rough. So it's not a happy camper. The picture you can only see this side right here where you can see there's some wear, but you can't see the bad spot over here because they don't show you that. This one's really bad because when you put it together it does not want to rotate. It's pretty... So you won't go any further than that. It's all torn up. See. So you get where it doesn't wear it. You know, that's where it won't go. So it's tight. Just like over here. It's tight. Because that's where all the gall marks there dig in. You can see what they dig in on the side there. This one's pretty bad. So even to use this one here for a mock-up, you're going to have to take care of some of the badness to this thing. It's pretty bad. But the tip's not worn too bad, so you get a good angle for what the arc is. The radius in there, how to grind it. So if you lay this up to another one, you take 2 blocks like this, 2 arms, put them together, lay them on top, and look at them, and you can grind them to match this, and you'll have a set of arms that actually work on a motor. Because the aftermarket ones really do suck. So if you take a worn out file, like this, bad rocker arm like this, you go like, you rub it like this, and here's the bad spot. And over here it doesn't do much noise. That's the bad spot. knock off some of the bad area there. You can see it's pretty bad through there. So this is a dull file, doesn't really do much. Not really taking off any metal, taking off the nicks and high spots. See if there's anything else anywhere else. Nope. See, if you had a good file, it'd be tearing it up. And it's rough up there. It's rough, but the file doesn't pick it up yet. So now before when it wouldn't work, see now it works. See? Put it back in service now. Get a high spot right there. It's worked in. That's no lube on it, just what it is. Okay, so now you can use it for a mock-up. It works. It's only got a little bit of up and down, side to side. It's got more up and down than side to side. Side to side, almost nothing. Up and down, makes noise. That's what you hear in the bike too. The rattling noise. Need some rocker locks. Rocker locks. Yeah, that's what they say about twin cams. M8s. These rocker locks. Yeah, bullshit. Need to fix your crap. That's what you need to do. So the way you tighten these up, you smooth down the surface a little bit here on the outside. It's been stuck together already. Where's that hammer at? Boom. Tearing out my parts again. That's bad. Anyway, you smooth the surface down on this side here. A little bit on this, but not too much. You have to take these dowels out to do that. Smooth this up just a couple thou on this surface. Take off more off this surface. Then you have to hone it back around, or you have to have an adjustable reamer, which it really doesn't give a good finish, but it's something you can do at the house. You can buy an adjustable reamer on eBay for 50 to 100 bucks. Carbide tipped adjustable. And you can fine tune it to whatever makes this rocker arm fit just perfect. You can rebuild all this stuff yourself. What I do is I take 2 block assemblies like this after you sand them, and you do that on a table with sandpaper, like a drill press table, something flat. You take 2 of these, bolt them together with long bolts. You can fit 2 of these at a time, and that way it's pulled up. When you just put bolts here and in here, it doesn't pull in flat because the surface warps when you pull against something flat. And make sure this surface is flat too. Sometimes they're warped. But then you make these until they're nice and tight. You can rebuild your own blocks. It takes a lot of time to do it, so time's money. Do it yourself. So this one here is pretty nasty in here. Really bad, actually. But you can clean up, make it work, put it back in service. You'll be surprised how long this stuff will live, especially if you use 70 weight motor oil in here, not that piss thin 20 weight crap. Put thick oil in there, it lives a lot longer. So anyway, tricks of the trade. You can take junk parts, put them back together, and they'll run for a lot longer, even though they're junk. Maybe to do a little tightening on these things, or they'll quiet down. But the big thing is they work nicely up here, so their valve train works correctly, unlike the aftermarket where these things aren't made right. So, alright, so there you go. That one's cleaned up. Not going to use it, but it's cleaned up. Good for mock-up. Alright, that's it for that.